Alright, gentlemen, we are live. Me and Chicane are gonna duck out of here. See you, boys. Good luck tonight. Jesus. Alright. Good evening, race fans, and all the Turn and Burn Racing League fans out there that are watching the stream. We are live tonight for Bahrain International for the second race of the Formula 2 season. Chicane will be joining me here very soon, hopefully. But I can officially say that we may have 5 drivers tonight, but the points will be getting tighter and tighter after tonight. Just to give you guys an update on points, Kemp is leading the points only by, I believe, only a couple. Hang on, I'll pull up the points on my phone real quick and give you guys an update. Current points as they run right now, you have Kemp out front with 31 points, Sinister in second with 26, Juice in third with 23, Militia with 15, Hoke with 12, Miller with 10, Nitrogen with 10, Chuckles with 3, Joka and Porter all with 0 because they did not attend Australia last week. So, and they are, again, not here tonight. So points will be getting tighter and tighter tonight, hopefully. But we are at Bahrain International, which is actually kind of funny because F2 and F1 are at Bahrain this weekend. So it should be a pretty fun night. I don't know where Nitro's going. Way off the racetrack, it looks like. Completely cutting that corner as Sinister is on a hot lap. He is the first car on a hot lap, so let's see what kind of lap he can set for everyone else to beat. Also tonight, I have a new microphone, so if it's a little bit louder, my apologies. I can always adjust. Alright, Sinister's exiting the final turn. See what kind of lap he lays down for everyone else to beat. A 142.626. Now I know that lap time can be beaten and or reached. Not at all surprised that Juice is sitting in the pits. Just waiting it out, taking his time, as he is a tough competitor on this F2 season. Hoke and Nitrogen are on a hot lap. So is Kemp, the Dam's teammate to Sinister. Nitrogen's exiting some of the last few final turns and onto the final long straightaway before the finish line. What can he turn going into this final turn. Going on to the straightaway. We'll see what kind of lap time he will lay down. Comes to the line, 145.132. Not going to be enough. As you can see there, he is 2.5 seconds off of Sinister. Hoke, though, on the other hand, coming down the straightaway. What is he going to lay down? He is only 7/10 off of Sinister. So I believe he ran a 143, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and pull that up here. Yep, 143.403. Only 7/10 off of Sinister. Kemp coming off the final turn here. And goes quickest 142.182. 4/10 faster than his teammate Sinister. Huck and Nitrogen should be coming into the pits this time in order to refuel. Oh, Nitrogen decides to make a late turn in. Sorry, guys. Still dealing with a cold. Well, the after effects of a cold. My voice should be coming back to normal here very soon. Hulk exiting the final turn and is going to make that right turn onto pit lane here. And he does. Kemp coming around the final few turns. Onto that final long straightaway before the final right-hander onto the front stretch. Juice still in the pits, sitting there in the garage. Not worried about putting laps on his tires, not putting about wear on his tires, just in case he doesn't get the fastest lap time. But it shouldn't be a problem for Juice, as I should be expecting him possibly to take the lead, as I am pretty sure that was Juice exiting the garage onto the racetrack. Unless that is Nitro. Nope, Nitrogen. On his outlap, decided to come back out, put more laps on his tires. Going off of the gravel pit. No surprise for Nitrogen there, as the kitty litter is his favorite thing to play with. I believe everyone besides Hoke is on controller. Hoke, I believe, is the only one on a wheel tonight. Right, we'll see what Sinister's got here. He's got to improve 4/10 in order to take the top spot away from his Dam's teammate Kemp, who currently holds that top spot with a 142.182. Let's see what Sinister does here. Let's go on board with him on his hot lap and see what he does. Can he improve? Currently 3/10 of the good going into Sector 3. Is it going to be enough, though? Definitely is going to improve his lap time, but is it going to be enough? He has to make up 4/10 here, right here. It's going to be close. Nope, makes up 2/10 on that lap time. Is now 2.242 seconds behind his teammate. Go back here with nitrogen. He is 3/10 quicker than his previous lap. See what kind of lap time he lays down here. Did he improve? Did improve by 8/10. Still not enough to make it into the top 3. But did improve his lap time. Hulk is currently sitting in the garage still, not worried about putting laps on his tires, as I'm pretty sure exiting pit lane now should be Juice. Nope, Hulk. Hulk is back out. I will say this about Hulk, even though he is a dirt track racer, his improvements throughout the F2 and F1 side when he actually shows up for F1 races, his consistency is there. He is getting better and better, but hopefully this time in the F2 will help him get a better understanding of these cars, so when he comes back for Season 3 of Turn and Burn Racing F1, he will be a little bit more competitive and give me a run for the championship next season. Alright, Hulk is exiting the final turn onto the straightaway and will begin his qualifying lap now. Overdrives turn 1 a little bit. Coming into 2. Going into 3. Activates DRS. Coming up to 4, 5, 6, 7. Going into turn 4 now. Coming around turn number 5. Going into 5. Going into 6. Going into 7. Going into 8 here, this right-hand hairpin. Coming around this big, long, sweeping left-hander. There's a braking zone right here. Into the left-hand hairpin. Onto the straightaway, activates DRS, as this is one of 3 straightaways here at Bahrain. No, one of 4, my bad. One of 4 straightaways here at Bahrain. Takes this big, long, sweeping left-hander. Gives it a lot of throttle, a lot of push on the car. Going into this right-hander onto the 3rd straightaway. Now, one thing these F2 cars do not have is ERS, which is the electronic reduction system. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. Onto the straightaway. Does not improve his lap time. Is 0.3 off of his previous lap. Good braking going into turn 1 here. Hugs those turns as he should. Should swing out wide here. Hugs it. Hits the curbing a little bit. Throws the car off balance. Takes this turn pretty nicely. Swings out wide. Takes a pretty good exit. Going into this sweeping, braking left-hander downhill into this left-hand hairpin. It's a pretty good exit. Is 0.2 faster than his best lap time. Is improving. Probably isn't gonna have enough go-go juice, but he's gonna give it all he's got, hopefully, into this final right-hander onto the straightaway. Activates DRS, improves by 0.2, almost 0.3. It is now 0.9 off of Kemp, but does improve. I believe Sinister here is on a hot lap. Pusher's way wide. Don't know where he was going. Hard into the brakes. Quick downshift to 3rd. Rolls the curb. Gives it all he's got coming down this straightaway here. Does he make up any time? Nope. 0.3 off of his previous best lap time. Did not improve. But I'm pretty sure he has enough juice for one more lap. So he is going to give it all he's got here. Activates DRS onto this one of 4 straightaways. Does improve. 0.3, almost 0.4. Going into sector 2 here. Does he improve? Juice is finally out with 10.5 minutes left. Coming up to a caution in sector 3. Should be for Hulk running out of gas. Pushes wide there. That's going to slow him down. Onto the 2nd straightaway. Pushes wide a little bit. Holds wide open in 5th gear here. Downshift to 3rd. Rolls it pretty nicely. Gets a better exit than he did the previous lap. Coming down this 3rd long straightaway until the Right-hander here going on to the final straightaway. Hugs the hell out of that. Way off the racetrack. That is definitely going to kill his lap as he says screw it and decides to pit. High-tech teammates are out. We'll go on board here with Juice, as will not be surprised if he lays down the quickest lap. It was that one. Alright, here goes Juice. Keep them. Juice is now on a hot lap. Pumps the brakes, goes down to first. Goes through turn 2, into 3. Juice is coming around here on the second long straightaway, going into this left-hander, going into the sweeping full out right-hander into this almost tight right, pushes wide onto the third straightaway. Onto the final right-hander onto the straightaway here. Activates DRS and goes quickest 141.855. No surprise. Super cute. You. Juice, top of the leaderboard on lap time 141.855. Six and a half minutes left of qualifying until we have the grid set. Kemp saw that lap time and is deciding to say, screw it, I'm coming back out and I'm going to try to steal it back. Again, we are live here at the Bahrain International Raceway, where F2 and F1 are actually at this weekend. But we are here for the F2 Turn and Burn Racing League, round number 2 of this 14-week race, as we now have 12 weeks after tonight of the F2 Championship. If you're just now joining, make sure you check out the Turn and Burn Racing League YouTube page, where all the videos and all the live streams that I do will be posted on there, including round one, last week's F2 race at Australia will be posted. Is posted, and you guys should go ahead and go check that out. If you're not already subscribed to Turn and Burn Racing League, you might as well go over there and subscribe as well. Help us out. Help us spread the word about Turn and Burn Racing. Help us recruit drivers as well, as we are looking to hopefully, as the season goes on, get a full grid for F2, as the top 6 in the F2 driver standings will earn a automatic bid into the F1 season for season 3. That will be starting a week or two after the F2 season concludes at Abu Dhabi. Where somebody will try and take the championship away from me, as I will be returning as the number 1 in Red Bull Oracle. If you guys have been following, I've been in Ferrari for most of the season. After the midway season of contract renegotiations, went over to Ferrari, left McLaren, and became a 1 to 2 man team, as I went on to dominate the rest of the season and take over the championship that was so rightfully stolen from me during season 1 by Firehawk. So I will be returning next season to hopefully go back to back, not only in the driver standings, but go for a three-peat in the Constructors' Championship, as I won Season 1 with Red Bull Oracle, Season 2 with Ferrari, and now going back to Red Bull Oracle next season, and hopefully going to three-peat the Constructors' Championship. And hopefully repeat the Drivers' Championship. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and focus here with a minute and 40 left in qualifying before the 12-lap sprint race. And then following that immediately is the 16-lap feature race. Go ahead and let you guys enjoy the rest of qualifying here, with a minute and 10 seconds left. We'll be right back for the start of the sprint race. Look who decided to join me here in the booth. We got moving chicane. Clock's hit 0. Waiting on Juice to go ahead and bring it around as he went quicker. Alright. As Juice went quicker than his previous lap time with a 141.413. Drivers are definitely going to have a lot of work to do tonight in order to keep up with Juice, but it is not impossible. As we did last week, we will talk about our picks for tonight. Podium picks. My picks for this evening is going to be Juice, Kemp, and Hoke. That is my podium this week.
You see that top 3? That's my podium.
Chicane's going with the top 3, which is Juice in the high tech with a 141.413, Kemp and Dams with a 142.182, Sinister and Dams with a 142.424, Hoke tried it with a 143.106, and Nitro rounding out the field in high tech with a 145. Cars are getting staged here for the sprint race. 12 laps for the sprint race. If it gives them the option, I would go hard tires here. All the way through.
No stops.
No pit stops. No stops unless you have to come down for repairs, which I'm hoping doesn't happen, but it's Bahrain. That first turn, anything can happen.
You've seen chaos in turn 1 pretty much since the preseason. So.
Drivers are staged. Single light is out, and the formation lap is underway here for the sprint race. As we go through the grid, Sinister is the only one on softs. Interesting call there.
Sinister's been the only person not taking this season quite as serious as everybody else.
But with Nitrogen starting the field out front, Chaos will presume, as Nitrogen likes to be a roadblock.
But he's good at. When you want accidental defense, look at this man.
Mm-hmm. Cars are getting restaged here.
But if you want sponsor side, don't have it when he's on track.
Facts. Cars are staged here.
We are terribly sorry.
3, 4, 5 lights are lit, and they are out, and we are underway here for the Bahrain F2 round 2 sprint race. Get it away cleanly. They're going to go 3 wide here.
Contact with dives it hard.
Sinister needs to give that position back.
Oof.
As there was contact.
Don't know about that one.
That was over-aggression as he makes contact with Nitrogen. Sinister forces himself to the lead on the soft tire compound. But the contact between him and Hoke is under investigation as
somebody's missing half a rear wing.
Contact between Kemp and Nitrogen. Since Nitrogen spinning.
My God.
What in the world is going on to start this race? But the contact between Hoke,
mayhem. Both situations are under investigation.
Absolutely. As Sinister should have given Hoke that position back for forcing him off the racing surface going into turn 1. And then the situation with Kemp and Nitrogen is under review as we speak as well.
Absolute mayhem to start the sprint race, as you'd expect.
Absolutely. The Sinister asserts his dominance and sets the fastest lap of the race on those soft tires. Contact between Kemp and Juice. Juice gives that position back and then loses a position to Hoke, respectfully. But the one we are investigating is Sinister and Hoke and Kemp and Nitrogen.
I'd love
The two
I'd love if my
Dams
clips would load.
teammates.
But both the Dams very aggressive at the start.
That was just stupid on Sinister's part for forcing it, let alone making contact and coming
you're
down
on an ultimate
on
strategy
Hoke.
anyways. I don't get why you'd do that.
Why would you be so
Fine, the clip's loading, so I can see what happens.
overly aggressive off the start? Because we got a battle here for third between Juice and Hoke. Hoke concedes the position to Juice, knowing that Juice is quicker. We will discuss the ruling
Cool.
as it is being reviewed.
Turn 1
By
is a
chicane
lot
right now.
more complex than what it appeared it to be.
But as it runs right now, Sinister leading the sprint race with a almost 5-second lead over his Dams teammate, Kemp. Followed by Juice in the high-tech, Hoke in the Trident, and Nitrogen in the high-tech. Nitrogen is in a new ride this week as he made the switch over from Campos to high-tech to not only move, but to better Militia, as Militia moved to Invicta to be with Miller. Nitrogen felt that he deserved a better teammate than Nitrogen. So, with that move, high-tech was open. Nitrogen slid in and is now Juice's teammate. So we got a battle here shaping up between Juice and Kemp going into turn number 1 here. Juice has DRS. Is going to go to the inside here on Kemp going into this turn. Kemp goes wide. Juice takes the opportunity to go wheel to wheel with Kemp. Juice takes the spot forcefully, shows his dominance. It is now going to set his eyes on Sinister, who is 5.5 seconds ahead. But Kemp isn't done with him. He is still within DRS range here, as he's going to have it here on the second of 4 straightaways here at Bahrain. As you can hear in the background, the investigation is still going on, so we can make a accurate call.
Tough one here.
Kemp has DRS on the straightaway here on the front stretch. Juice goes down to block.
Goes back to the racing line. No harm, no foul.
But Kemp takes over second. Maybe. Juice
Crossover.
on the outside, wheel to wheel. Going into the straightaway here.
The track limits with the
Juice
curb.
is going to have DRS. Takes the spot right back. But as they're battling, Sinister out front is checking good, and is up to 6.4 seconds over Juice. But, if I'm not mistaken, Sinister will have to pit for the hard tires. Because I don't understand why Sinister did not start on the hard tire compound. That is still a mystery to me. This battle for second isn't over, as Kemp and Juice are still battling for second.
This risk is going to take a long time. So many fucking factors.
Facts.
The second one, I think, is going to be pretty straightforward.
Okay. The FIA is currently, believe if I'm not mistaken, is posting the penalty for the second incident involving Kemp and Nitrogen. But the first one is still under further investigation, still to this moment, as we are past the halfway point of the sprint race. As Kemp makes a move on the inside, goes wide again. They're still going to be wheel to wheel. Juice tucks in behind him, should have DRS here, and does, as he will be wheel to wheel, side by side, going into this straightaway, going into turn number 4 here. Kemp goes wide, Juice gets a better exit, Juice takes the spot back. Great battle for second and third here going on. We will go ahead and run down the order as we are in lap 7, past the halfway point. Sinister out front. Juice in second. Kemp third. Hope fourth. And Nitrogen rounding out the field in fifth.
Like the pit stop itself could be and not pit.
As I believe Chicane is about to make an announcement on a penalty here. Chicane, am I not mistaken?
Attempt to. And both these incidents are stupid. Just two factors into both of them.
Still don't understand why Sinister was so aggressive, knowing that he is on the faster tire. Could have been patient. Could have bide his time, but decided to be stupidly aggressive.
Props to the
It's the
in-game
battle.
camera angle too for scrolling this all up.
The battle in the background between Juice and Kemp is still heating up. They're still trading positions. But Kemp just can't seem to hold Juice behind him. Who is going to get those valuable points for the sprint race win? We'll find out in 4 laps due time. As we are going to turn it over to the FIA, and hopefully Chicane will have an official ruling on the penalty. Nitrogen is in the pits, throwing on a pair of softs. And exits the pit lane. Clean stop for the high tech.
Damn. There you go. The penalties have been posted.
We will go ahead and hopefully, if I can find my phone here, we will read the penalties. Here, real quick, where is my phone? Ah, next to me. I'm dumb.
That's right, Sinister hasn't pitted yet.
Our penalties are up here. And we will go ahead and take a look here. Ooh. Alright, posted. Sinister a 5-second and 1 penalty point for where the contact applied in turn 1 with Hoke. No further investigation
And
with Nitrogen and Kemp.
if the penalty is needed to be explained with them afterwards, I would gladly tell them why this part was Sinister's fault, where it happened.
And
Because
no
if it
further
happened about
investigation.
3 feet to the left, it would have been, the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Nitrogen and Kemp's penalty. No further investigation. Nitro paid the price for getting a car was on his rights. So no penalty between that, but Sinister is receiving a 5-second penalty and 1 penalty point for the contact between him and Hoke going into turn 1 off the initial start.
Juice has closed the lead down to within 5 seconds.
So as it runs now, Juice should be able to take over the sprint race win, followed by
And
Sinister's teammate.
Ken's within distance too.
Kemp should take second. Sinister would fall to third. Hoke would take fourth, and Nitrogen will take fifth. As they run right now. Unless Juice and Kemp have something to say here with 2 laps remaining in the sprint race. As they should, because they are on the hard tire compound compared to Sinister soft tires, who that I believe are
Can
gone.
they catch him on track?
Down to 3.1. They are closing. It was 6 seconds. Now 2.8. They are closing. The Juice is just dragging Kemp with him.
Nitro's half a track behind. Can get to Juice for the. As it stands right now, they'll win.
Gonna jump over here to the party chat and let them know about the penalties that have been submitted. Just a second here. I will be right back, gentlemen. I am back, and after getting further review and further conversations between the two drivers, the incident between Sinister and Hoke will be disregarded due to the fact that Hoke said that he locked up his tires, slid up, and apologized to Sinister, as Hoke was the one that caused the incident. The one for Kemp and Nitrogen. Nitrogen is pushing further for an investigation on that incident again, as the other drivers do agree that something should have been, that could have been avoided. So there you have it. Sinister wins. Juice in second. Kemp third. Hope fourth. And Nitrogen in fifth. I believe I'm having party issues at this moment. Chicane, you got me over. We are having issues here. All right. Well, the grid is getting set for the 16-lap feature here.
The formation lap gets underway for this, the Formula 2 race, and every driver will be looking to settle in
There's
for the race ahead, making sure the car is ready for battle once the lights go out.
So, the incident between Hoke and Sinister, Hoke took blame.
And
He locked
I
up,
went
caused the
back to
incident.
his stream and was enough. You
Yep.
show otherwise.
And the one for Nitrogen and Kemp, the other drivers agree that one needs to be further investigated again. Not that it's going to make a difference, but yes. As the grid is set, 5 lights
Don't worry about
are
that
lit,
race. Right now,
and we are underway here for the F2 feature race at Bahrain. Everyone gets away pretty cleanly.
Some bitches, what the
Hoke,
fuck?
where is he going? I think you forgot there was a break there. Holy sweet Jesus. He just pulled a chicane. And I wasn't on racetrack this time.
Proud of him.
Holy cow. Wow. That was insane. Nitrogen gets away with third here. I'm struggling here. I'm eating popcorn. Nitrogen gets third. Sinister is behind him. Nitro gets a pretty good start after Hope forgot what the break was. Because we got a battle here for the lead and a battle for third back here. Hope will have a corner penalty.
And nitro's in the gravel.
And no surprise there. So Sinister is now up to third. Nitrogen in fourth. Hoke is closing in on Nitrogen. Jesus.
As my broadcast
Oh,
partner.
whoa.
Big swerve.
Nitrogen, where are you going? Sweet Jesus. As Kemp takes the lead from Juice. Hoke takes fourth for the time being and does so.
And misses the corner.
Nitrogen.
And then Nitro slams the throttle. Excuse me.
As we got a battle is heating up front again. Between Kemp and Juice. Again, no surprise there as they were battling lap after lap in the sprint race not too long ago. Sinister's back here on the hard tire compound. Kemp is out on the soft tire compound. Juice also on the soft tires. Hoke on the softs. Nitrogen is on the hard tire compound. So two drivers out here on the hard tire compound.
They're flipping the strategy from what the rest are doing.
Very nice. Will that prevail, though? As you got Dams and High Tech out here. And you got the lone Trident on his own as a lone wolf. Excuse me for the popcorn. I'm hungry. Kemp goes fastest with the 143.860. I believe DRS is enabled this lap. As it is, yep. Juice has DRS. Kemp goes
Looking
down to block the
outside.
preferred line.
Crossover. Ah, this ain't gonna work, boys.
Wheel to wheel. Juice backs off, tucks in behind Kemp smartly. Will Juice have a good exit here going into this left-hand downhill, hard braking hairpin? Oh, almost makes contact with Kemp, but has DRS. Is thinking about going to the inside, tucks him behind. Oh, they're gonna be almost wheel to wheel. Go around this sweeping right-hander. Now remember, these cars do not have ERS. All they have is DRS, which is drag reduction system. Where when they open up that flap on the back of the car, it reduces the drag that goes over the race car. Increase gives them an extra bit of boost, per se. We're going to be wheel to wheel. Going into turn one. Gets the inside. We've seen this, but in the sprint race, Juice should have DRS. Doesn't activate it. Forcefully shoves his nose in there to take over the race lead.
What a fight.
we got a hell of a battle going on up here for the race lead between Kemp and Juice. No surprise there, as like I said, they were battling back and forth lap after lap during the sprint race. Kemp now going to the inside here is going to pull the reverse of what Juice did to him. But Juice will have DRS here, but does not activate it, as he's probably thinking about using the slipstream, but also thinking about possibly saving tires. He pulled up right to the back of him, almost made contact, backed off smartly. Kemp is doing everything he can to break the slipstream from Juice. Does pretty good there, but Juice is not backing down. But he's using more of those soft tire compound. Than he is probably anticipating. As we are on lap 5, coming around the final turn to start lap 6. Kemp is out front, followed by Juice, who ducks into pit lane, followed by Sinister, Hoke, and Nitrogen rounding out the field.
Will the undercut work? We saw it work at Australia last week.
Will the same work here for Bahrain, as he is now back out on a pair of hard tires, as Trident pit crew looks pretty good. Hoke is now in, also with the undercut. Nitrogen also is in, also with the undercut going on the soft tire compound to round out the rest of this race. Hoke is...
Why would Nitrogen started on super?
No idea what Nitrogen was thinking there. But hey, I don't know High Tech's plan. Nitrogen's back out on the soft tire compound. Pretty sure that is not going to last him the remaining of the race. Just saying. But never know. You never know. In the meantime, though, Juice and Hoke are on the hard tire compound, as hopefully the undercut will work for Juice or Hoke. The two dams stays out. Kemp makes it on the pit lane. Sinister stays out to avoid the double stack.
They did a double stack it this week.
Yeah, that's the first.
I thought the front end of Kent's car said Smurf because it was blue. That's his surf.
Boo. Kemp is exiting pit lane. Juice is on the front stretch. Should take over second spot here.
No.
Oh, this is going to be tight, though.
Full tires. Hurt
Juice pulls up.
Juice a little bit, but now Ken has to deal with the same tires.
Juice has DRS, is using it, goes to the inside here of Kemp, ducks in behind him, but gets a better exit. Those cold tires are not working for Kemp, as Juice gets by him to take over second. Hoke is out here just cruising.
Cold tires on Kim hurt him a lot.
Should possibly lose DRS here.
And he got it somehow.
Jump back out front with Sinister here. Does Sinister duck in? Nope, stays out an extra lap. Theoretically, those hard tires can go the distance if used properly. But we'll see what happens the remainder of the race. If you're just now tuning in, this is the F2 round 2 of Turn and Burn Racing. We are Bahrain International. If you guys missed Australia, make sure to go back to Turn and Burn Racing's YouTube page to check out Australia, as it was a cluster of a mess, but an interesting one to watch. So make sure you guys go back to Turn and Burn Racing on YouTube. Just type in Turn and Burn Racing League. You'll find it. You'll see us. You'll see our old league profile picture, as I need to update that, actually, now that I'm mentioning it. But go check it out. Go watch the Australia race. You missed a whole lot.
A lot of fun.
A lot of action. Juice, as we are on board with right here, did get into an incident with Kemp. Wasn't so much an incident, it was more of dangerous weaving, causing Kemp to check up, to where Juice received a 10-second penalty and 1 penalty point, added to his total for the night. But still, Hoax AI was able to somehow come home in 4th
and driver
after all
of
the
the day.
chaos and get driver of the day. So definitely go check it out. If you don't believe us, go check it out and you'll see. You'll see. But that is where we are as of right now. This is round 2. Next Friday, if I'm not mistaken, we should be Saudi. We'll be at Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. And then we will be at Imola, followed by Monaco, which should be a very fun race to watch and interesting. Chicane might jump out of the booth and jump in the car to race for that one.
Love that place.
Barcelona, Austria, Silverstone, Spa.
I'll definitely be
Budapest.
back in the booth for Barcelona.
I will probably jump in the car for Silverstone. Spa, Budapest, Monza, Baku, Miami, and then rounding it out at
I will
Abu
definitely
Dhabi.
be in the booth for Miami.
Shoot, put me in the car for Budapest. Nah, not Budapest, but Baku. Put me in the car for Baku. I might jump out of the booth and be in the car.
I drive Baku too.
I'll drive Baku just because I love
We'll
Baku.
commentate while we drive.
Absolutely, we will.
Are you gonna hear
Absolutely.
on Snipes Radio I say fight side by side in front of me as they won't fucking move out of the way?
They won't move out of the way as we head into Castle Turn. Shouldn't go side by side, but we're going to play a big old game of chicken.
Be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Baku.
We gotta drive for the same team,
Monaco.
though.
We should. Absolutely.
The commentators
Yeah,
team.
Baku and Monaco. Shoot, we'll jump in Campos just for the fun of it. Why not?
Some
But
spicy things gonna happen here in F2, but don't let that take away from. Can get his tires back to temperature, or yeah, excuse me. Will Juice's tires start wearing before Ken's do? Start
and
backwards.
Sinister out front still hasn't pitted for the soft tire compound. As when Sinister does pit, Juice will reclaim the lead. Kemp is falling way off the pace, though. I don't know if his tires have came up to temp yet. Hoke is back here just chilling. Not getting pressured at all. Nitrogen is just, well...
Nope.
Nitrogen just cut that turn.
Joe is saying track limits are extra,
Mm-hmm.
as usual.
As per usual. Nitrogen cut that downhill braking left-hand hairpin pretty hard. And unfortunately pays the price, just like Hoke did at the very start of the race, where he forgot where the brake was. This ain't F1, boys. It's F2. I will say this, watching these boys race kind of makes me want to hop in the car. Just for like a race or two. You never know.
A little one-offs.
Not for points, just for fun. Just to stir it up.
Okay, let's see. Nitro starts on pole for the sprint race at Monaco.
Ooh. Yeah, the sprint race at Monaco is going to be interesting. It will be interesting. Sinister might miss Monaco just because he hates Monaco. I hate it for the reason of I can't keep the front wing on just to save my life.
See, I like getting.
That's just me.
I'm like at the Rick guy when it comes to running the top. I like being right next to the boards. So when the boards are like 5 feet apart, fun.
I can't keep the front wing on to save my life. That's just me. But that could be a different story this season. You never know.
Can I just say
Anything can happen.
the moment of the race was Hope taking the open lobby line?
Absolutely. I think you should still get driver of the day for that. My vote goes to Hoke for the driver of the day. That's just me. Because he forgot what the brake was, didn't kill everyone. So in my eyes, he gets driver of the day. Because that takes a lot to not want to kill everyone after you just said, oops.
Well, that's
Forgot what the
still
break was.
leading.
Sin is still leading, but the gap is closing. It was up to 21, almost 22 seconds, is now down to 19.3. Sinister makes his pit stop now.
I don't know, 10 seconds is doable.
Juice is exiting the final turn onto the straightaway with Kemp in tow, but 3.7 seconds behind. Sinister is out on the soft tire compound. Should come out. Never mind. I mistakenly thought he was going to come out closer, but does not.
10 seconds behind the leader.
Sinister is on a brand new set of softs. So, shall see
I
with...
think he's going to get the fastest lap without a doubt.
Well, without a doubt, he should, yes. But with 4 laps remaining, will he have enough time to run his teammate down, who is just up the road from him? Probably not, but we'll see. Anything can happen with these final 4 laps. Gap is closing small bits at a time, now down to 6.3 seconds ahead of behind his teammate, as there is a caution in this sector.
Nitro has a puncture.
Nitro
He has a left front down.
has a major puncture.
You see punctures too often.
Is now going back on the hard tire compound that he started the race with. It is now back out. Juice is on the front straightaway, comfortably sitting with a 4.6 second gap over Kemp in second, Sinister in third, Hoke in fourth, and well, Nitrogen, no surprise, in the rear of the field. Sinister has closed the gap back down even further and closer to his Dams teammate, now down to 5.2 seconds. And Kemp will not have to worry about Nitrogen, as he will go ghosted because he is a lap down to the leader. Nitrogen does not have to concede position if He does not want to, but it is helping Kemp here as he has DRS, thanks to the courtesy of nitrogen.
I've never seen a man struggle to go straight in my life.
Boo. This is the 16th and final lap of the race. Juice
Banner
is
Breezer.
just
Been a quick one this
checking
week.
out in his zip code. Just has to get through these final few turns with no mistakes, no issues, and Juice will bring it home. On the top step of the podium, will rebound after his penalty last week at Australia to now stand one step higher than he was from last week's results. And we'll go 2-1 on the day. Brings it home on the final turn.
What? Whatever.
And that is
What a
official.
statement.
Juice wins the feature race here at Bahrain, going 2-1 and stands on the top step of the podium. Kemp finishes out second. Sinister finishes out third. Nitrogen fifth. And here comes Hoke. Just bringing it home. Bringing it home in one piece. With all his body parts on the car. Gonna bring it home for a 4-4 finish. And Hoke brings it home. Kemp with the driver of the day.
I give Hope driver of the day.
I give Hoke driver. I definitely give Hoke driver of the day. Well, there you guys have it. There is your finishing results for tonight from Bahrain. Make sure to stay tuned as we will try to get the podium finish in here for a quick post-race interview. Well, looks like we are not going to get that post-race interview, seems like.
Did they leave?
They are not here, nor do they decide to join us. So, unfortunately, that is going to end tonight.
What was your thoughts on what happened?
Well, tonight's race was by
Definitely,
far eventful.
definitely on the calmer side, and even then, it wasn't even that calm. So
Absolutely. It was chaos as expected to start the race. But as the race settled, I mean, the battle between Juice and Kip during the sprint race was fun to watch, lap after lap. Nobody gave an inch. It was fun to watch. But I mean, Hoke forgetting that there was a break. My lord. But I give the man props. He did manage to avoid chaos, taking out the field, and safely returned onto the racing surface. But it was definitely a eventful race tonight. At least for the sprint race, watching Kemp and Juice battle it lap after lap. And Sinister in his own zip code on the soft tire compound, taking off, checking out.
Indeed.
But that is going to do it for tonight. As always, stay smooth, stay frosty. Love y'all. Peace out. And catch you guys next Friday for Saudi Arabia at the Jeddah circuit, as it should be a very, very interesting race and fun to watch. Peace out, boys and girls. Love y'all. Have a good night.
The damn Discord broke.